Hey everybody, we are here today with my friend Taylor, or Tay Tay, as a lot of you might know her. Taylor's been a part of our Lift Disability family for a little while now. And she jumps on, I know, every Wednesday for game time for sure. You've been a part of some of our Boost events.
Yes.
And back a few weeks ago, Taylor said, hey, what are the chances that you would interview me? And I was like, well, there's a really good chance that I could interview you.
Yes.
And you know what I know, Taylor? One of my favorite things about these interviews is getting to know people better.
Yes.
And so for a lot of us, especially me, because I'm kind of new to the team, I've only seen people on a computer screen.
Yes.
This is the first time we've sat across from each other. And so there's only so much you can know about a person when everything is Zoom, right?
Yes.
And so there's a lot of questions I have for you. Are you okay? Like me just kind of going through and...
I forgot to tell you, I'm a part of Best Buddies.
Best Buddies, that's right. That's right. I'm excited. Man, there's so much. There's so much that I've got to learn. So we're gonna learn, and we happen to have some cameras that are gonna be watching us.
Oh yeah.
And so a lot of people, I think, even if they know who you are, my hope is that maybe even some friends might know you a little bit better after this.
Yes.
You all right with that?
Oh yeah.
So let's start with just some basic information.
Okay.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your family. Or do you have any brothers and sisters?
I don't have a brother. I do have a sister. Her name is Kristen Lee Naro. She is a bereavement counselor.
Nice.
She's a social worker for all the kids with disabilities.
Nice.
And so she's a social worker.
Is she younger or older than you?
She's the baby of the family. I mean, let me rephrase that.
She's not a baby. She is the youngest for sure, right?
She's the youngest of the family.
How old are you, Taylor?
I'm 32.
32. I'm 10 years older than you.
Going to be 33 in December.
Yeah, I'll be 30. Or, I wish I'll be 33 in September, but I'll be 43 in September.
Yes.
So, do you have any pets?
Oh,
dogs,
yes.
cats, fish, gerbils?
I have a dog. Her name is Emma, but
Nice.
she's very, very playful, very sweet, but she
Nice.
loves to play.
Yeah.
Because she sits in, like on the floor and she cuddles with me watching TV. But she's definitely a sweet dog.
Yeah.
Sweet as can be.
I have a dog. His name is Riggs, and he sleeps in between me and my wife every night. And he'll come in the living room if it's like late or getting late, like 10, not even super late. He'll come in the living room and he'll start whining if we're watching TV because he's ready to go to bed. But he won't go to bed until me and my wife go to bed.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of annoying a little bit.
Yeah,
but
dogs
he's
are,
super sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
Makes you feel good. Like when you walk in your house, does your dog get like super excited?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When she sees people like my sister, she and her boyfriend. I have to tell you that. Every time she sees them, she'll run and gives them like attention.
Right? It makes you feel good about yourself though, right? Like this dog absolutely loves me.
Yeah. My sister has a boyfriend.
Nice.
That does take care of her.
Very cool.
So his name is Jonte.
Jonte. That's it. I don't know that I know a Jonte. What's up, Jonte? So let's talk a little bit about like what you like to do for fun. What do you like to do?
I actually love going to Zumba.
Nice, nice.
And I also do Taekwondo.
Okay.
I also write a book for a friend that's kind of like my big brother, but his name is Ricky. Him and I have been friends 6 years, 6 or 7 years.
Okay.
So we do keep in contact on Messenger and WhatsApp.
Nice.
And text
what is
and
the book
calling.
about? What is this book?
Book is about all the angels in my life, and it's how much they inspire me and help me through this difficult time. But it's really good to let those feelings out out onto a
Yeah.
book, because sometimes it's hard to tell them,
For sure.
because sometimes it's hard to feel. And give me that growth right into a book.
Yeah.
It's just a great way to tell my feelings about him with his friendship with me, because he's been one of my angels. And
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
he's
really
kind of
cool.
my big brother.
I agree with you that, like, sometimes, like, if I was just to talk, like, sometimes it's hard to know, like, what exactly I'm feeling. But then when I start writing it down, like, I'm able to, like, express myself in a way that I can't with my actual words, but I can with a pen. Does that make sense?
Yes. And
so it's therapeutic, right? Like, it's like to get those feelings out.
Yeah, watercolor, I love doing everything.
So you also, you're a painter.
Yes.
Yeah? And you painted this for me.
Yep.
Yeah? What is this? What's on here? This is beautiful.
This is actually a dolphin with
Yeah.
with a beautiful nature.
Yeah.
So I had some grass right here, and then some flowers.
I love it.
And then this is a rainbow that it says Lift Disability, and so
love it.
I made it prettied up for you guys.
I like that every letter is a different color too.
Yes.
What did you use to paint this?
Watercolors.
Nice. You know what I like about watercolors? Like when it dries, the page like feels kind of chalky. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And the page, and then it's like stiff. The page, it gets like stiffer for some reason. So you're incredibly talented.
Thank you.
You're multifaceted. You're a writer, you're a painter, you do Zumba, like you do all of this stuff. But I also just learned that you also Miss Florida.
Yes.
For now correct me, the
Tiaras of Hope.
Tiaras of Hope. What is Tiaras of Hope?
Tiaras of Hope is an nonprofit organization. What we bring their similar moments to make their dreams come true, to be as a queen or princess.
Nice.
So we bring the crowns, and then we crown them, like we go to their house or anything. So whatever they want to meet, but we crown them to make their dream come true.
Yeah. And these are all children with disability or kids with disability?
Yes.
Awesome.
So they need what they need to pick me up. So we're trying to make their special days actually amazing.
You just go and make them feel loved and feel special and beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. And you have a giant crown that you have.
Yes.
And I will show a picture of that. Like, that's beautiful and amazing.
Yes.
I can't believe I didn't know about this Tiaras of Hope before.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. I feel like I'm sitting with royalty. My goodness, Taylor, like you've been holding out on us.
Thanks.
So, hey, talk to me a little bit about your childhood. Like was that like what were some challenges that you had as a child, or like talk to me about your childhood just a little bit.
I was born with a disability, with a learning disability, and I had a stroke when I was born in my mommy's tummy. Mm-hmm. So I've been born and raised in Houston, Texas.
Okay.
So that's where I was born and raised, and I've been like making a lot of friends.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you were born with this disability, though?
Yes.
And so what challenges, like, has it brought to you?
I had like a one hand to work with,
Okay.
because with my disability, I had a stroke on the neural, so I had CP on one side, and so even though I overcome those challenges, I never give up, and there's nothing I can't do.
That's right. You're a strong woman.
Yes.
So you do have some challenges because you got your left hand works great, right hand not so much. So what are some ways that you've overcome those challenges?
The only way, overcome those challenges is that even though I have one hand to work with, but all the doctors are there to help me, and I've
Yeah.
been taking lots of therapy, and just been overcoming those challenges to get me better.
Yeah. And you're doing that. Like like there's nothing holding you back, right?
No.
And I love that about you, Taylor. Like you, some people will say, well, I have a disability, I can't do that, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like looking at life and you're just like, I want to write a book, I'm going to write a book. I want to do this, I'm going to do this. I want to be Miss Florida, I'm going to be Miss Florida. And you're just going for it. You have these big goals.
Yes.
And I love that.
Yes.
So let's talk about goals just a little bit.
Okay.
Like what are, like when, let's say 40 years from now. It's a long time. You'll be an old woman. I'll be an older man. And you look back on your life, what are some things that you hope you've accomplished?
What I accomplished is like all the things nothing I can't do. I can do anything that I set my mind to.
Yeah.
And so.
So what do you want to do?
I want to work with people with disabilities,
Yeah.
like you guys,
Yeah.
because I just love being around people.
Yeah.
And even though I overcome those challenges, I know I can do it.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, who better to work with another person that's living with a disability, right?
Yes.
Than somebody that's living with a disability.
Yes.
Right? Like nobody will understand them like you could, right?
Yes.
And especially like somebody comes along and maybe they have a similar situation where they only have one hand that's working and you're like, hey, like you can do this. I've done this and look what I've been able to do with my life, right?
Yes.
I think that's so important. Like with everybody, you know, when we look at things that we struggle with, I think, you know, a lot of times like God wants to use those to encourage and help other people along their path, right?
Yes. They should never give up because if they're going to give up, and that's give up hope, and they should never do that. Because people always need to get. Everybody needs to someone they can lean on, and then everyone needs to be loved and support to every friends and family every step of the way, because it's important to a lot of people.
So you would say like friends and family and even like therapists, they've been really instrumental in your life, right?
Yes.
To get you to where you are. You didn't do this by yourself.
No.
Right? You needed people along this journey to encourage and push you along the way.
Yes.
And now you want to do the same thing for other people, right?
Yes, because it's important to me to it's important to me to work with other people like me with disability, because it's about giving back to this to a community, and so I've been wanting to do it for a long time. But it's been my dream come true. I mean, I just love working with people.
And nothing's holding you back, right? I believe you're gonna do anything that you put your mind to, Taylor.
Yes.
I really believe that. Like, you are a strong woman, and I know that when you put your mind to it, you're gonna accomplish whatever you want to.
But I really enjoyed going to Miami to visit a friend.
Okay, what's in Miami?
Well, one of my friends lives in Miami.
Okay.
And so I've been wanting to take a trip there with my sister or my mom.
Yeah.
To, take a date trip, and we get to meet somewhere he wants to meet. And so for me, I've been wanting to take a trip to Miami to see my friend Ricky.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard you talk about Ricky before.
Yes.
During some of the game times.
Yes.
Must be a special friend.
Oh yes, he is. I mean, he been my rock and my angel in so long.
And now, is that the friend that you're writing the book about?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm making the connection.
Yes. And so he came on to my performances in the plays.
Nice.
Because I used to do plays for Magic Productions. That is a theater group for all the people with disabilities, but they will find a special parts for all the people that try out.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So I was in Shrek musical with Ariel.
That's such a funny play. I love that play.
I was Ariel in the
Where
Shrek.
I'm just making some connections. Where do you do Zumba at?
Central Florida Dreamplex.
Yeah?
Yes.
And I know somebody at Central Florida Dreamplex, Cameron.
Yes.
He's the director there.
Yes.
Yeah, you know Cameron, right?
Yes, he's absolutely amazing.
And Cameron was in my very first youth group.
Oh my goodness.
But that was a million years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Because he was in high school.
Amazing.
Isn't that crazy? I love Cameron. He's a good dude.
He is. I mean, he's been.
And the Central Florida Dreamplex is incredible.
Oh yeah, it's a gym with it's a gym with kids and disabled adults.
Yeah.
And then they have like Zumba, yoga, taekwondo, cheerleading. They do everything.
That's incredible.
Because they want to make their dreams come true by taking all classes. So.
Yeah.
So it's $10 per month and everything, but if they want to, if anyone out there wants to do it, you can always reach out to Cameron to have everyone join Central Florida Dreamplex. It's a dream come true.
Maybe I should interview Cameron sometime.
Yes.
That'd be a good interview, right?
Yes.
Cameron,
yes.
we want to interview you.
Yes. Hi, Cameron.
Hey, so before we go, so one of the things that we try to do with all of our videos is we want them to be encouraging for people. So maybe there's somebody watching and maybe they're discouraged today and maybe they're living with a disability. Like, what is a way that you would encourage somebody going through a similar situation as you?
I have to say, when people have a disability, don't let anyone get to you, because if you're letting people getting up to you, you're giving up hope, and you don't want to do that because they're judging you for the way you guys are. But they should never give up, because if they give up, and there's no hope. But there always hope when you just still believe, because everything is just awesome. And then people like me, they should never give up. Everyone should not give up, because if they don't judge you, they have a disability.
Yeah. So you just got to stick with it.
Yes.
Even when things are hard.
Yes.
You got to push through sometimes, right?
Yes.
And find people that are going to encourage you along the way, right?
Yes, because it's about giving back to the community, and you guys, all of you guys can do it, because there should not be hope. I mean, there are always hope, but they should never give up. Yeah.
Before the last question, so you've been part of Lift Disability family. What's your favorite memory that you have, and as you've been kind of journeying through life with us?
My favorite Lift Disability memory is game time with Andrew, because
game time with Andrew, yeah.
He's absolutely amazing, and when people, I love doing game time with Andrew on Wednesdays, because
every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, right?
Yep, 2 o'clock. So everyone made me feel so welcome, and I'm really I'm truly honored to be here.
It's not just about games, right? It's about friendship. Right?
Yes,
I love that.
But so it's my favorite Lift Disability memory is game time with Andrew, because he's awesome. Hi, Andrew.
Yeah, shout out to Andrew. So Andrew does the game time like here in our office, and it's a Zoom, it's a virtual, right?
Yes.
But I will tell you, when that starts, it is nonstop noise.
Oh yeah.
You guys just talk nonstop. I don't know how he actually plays games with y'all. And when the call's done and he hits end meeting, we all just go.
Yeah, but
you guys are crazy.
Yes.
Like, it's so much. Like, you guys have so much fun, but it's so much noise.
Yeah.
It's hard to get anything done when you are doing games.
But the Best Buddies is.
Yeah. Tell me about Best Buddies.
Best Buddies is they work on one-to-one friendship. They will work on friendships, leaderships, and jobs. Yeah. Because that's where I got through my job with Once Upon a Child.
Okay.
So I've been working.
Wow, like they like help you like even with job placement and stuff.
Yes. So I've been working with Once Upon a Child over like 2 or 3 years.
Awesome.
But
I love Once Upon a Child.
Yeah, I work
Clothes
on
are
the
so
one.
much cheaper there.
Yeah, the one of them is I work on the East Colonial one.
Yeah.
So Monica and Dimitri made me feel
That's awesome.
Once Upon a Child family. So I'm grateful to have
And you were
them.
able to make that connection because
Yeah.
of the Best Buddies.
Hello.
You got so many shout outs today. Holy cow, Taylor. Well, Taylor, I just want to thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much
doing
for
this
having
interview.
me. Quite an honor.
But I want to thank you also for just being a part of our family. Like
Of
you,
course.
like,
I mean,
like you are a part of us, and the reason we do what we do is because of you.
Yeah, I'm just really honored to be here, and it's really a great honor. I mean,
Awesome.
It's made me feel special.
And I know you were a little nervous, but you did it.
Thank you.
High five.
Thank you.
You're done.
Thank you.
You did it.
Thank